Hey everyone, Mr. Sujano here, your source for gaming, tech, emulation, and open source news. Let's get started. Alright, we'll kick things off talking about PlayStation. And yesterday we talked about PlayStation removing paid content from people's accounts. And today is a little bit weirder. They're flat out banning accounts and no one knows why. So someone on Twitter said without any notice, PlayStation permanently banned me from the PlayStation Network. No one knows why. I don't have a chargeback, I can't appeal, and no response to suspension status. Customer service says to create a new account and disconnected me. Now, a lot of people were thinking that this doesn't normally happen and this person must have done something to get banned. However, a lot of people seem to be having the problem. Now, 10 months ago, there was a post on Reddit PlayStation talking about an account permanently suspended for no reason. And that post today got a whole lot of traction with people saying, same here. Now, since that thread was old, they created a brand new one here. And this person says, hi there, I have a problem. What should I do now? I've done nothing wrong. And it shows their account being permanently suspended. And again, there's a whole lot of people complaining about the exact same thing. In fact, this has over 1,000 upvotes and 941 comments. Moonbling says, just got off with support and they said the issue is huge and they're restoring backups and hope to have the problem fixed within an hour or two. They said, rest assured, it's not a user problem and the problem is in fact on their end. Unfortunately, I have not seen anything from the PlayStation side. In fact, the latest communication from Ask PlayStation is showing how to insert a game and eject it from a PS5. And unfortunately, that's all I know about the issue at the moment. I'm hoping PlayStation clarifies what exactly the issue is and actually fixes it. As soon as I know more, you'll know more. And speaking about weird stuff, next up we're talking about Windows 10 and 11. And apparently HP Smart is auto-installing on Windows 11 and Windows 10, even if you don't have an HP printer or an HP machine. And furthermore, because yes, things get weirder, apparently all printers are being renamed to HP M101-M106. If you've got Windows 10 and 11, double check to see if you've got the HP Smart app. And double check to see if your printer has been renamed. Fortunately, removing the HP Smart app is simple and straightforward, but renaming your printer might not necessarily be. I'd expect an update from Windows in the near future to possibly rectify the situation. And I'm wondering, how did this situation even happen in the first place? HP and Windows are two different companies. Why are they pushing their app? Moving on, and we're still talking about something a little bit weird. I've received a whole bunch of messages about this one, and I mean a whole bunch. The emulator is called Mobox. It seems to be very new, and it seems to be doing something very similar to Winlator. Although some people are saying it's got better performance, so that's basically Windows on Android. Now, I have a number of concerns about this one, and I don't recommend checking it out just yet. Mobox is on GitHub, however, the source code is not available. And it's very fresh to GitHub. All of the instructions are on here. Furthermore, if I take a look at the components here and take a look at the APK and decide to run it through VirusTotal, there are a lot of red flags here. Are these false positives? I don't think so. Now, I could be wrong here, and if I am, please let me know in the comments below, and I'd love to set the record straight. But this does not pass the smell test for me. Something seems very off. Moving on, and we're quickly talking about PlayStation 5, and someone here has developed a way to play Sega Saturn games on a hacked PS5. If you are curious about it, I'll drop a link to the website in the description below, and feel free to check it out. Interestingly enough, they're also working on a PS2 script to play PS2 games on a PS5. And furthermore, if you wanted to see this in action, I'll drop a link to the YouTube video in the description below, and I do recommend checking it out. It's a very interesting watch. And speaking about interesting watches, next up we're talking about Grand Theft Auto 6, and the trailer for GTA 6 dropped today. I'll drop a link to it in the description below, and I do recommend checking it out. Interestingly enough here, it dropped because it was leaked. Despite Rockstar's best attempts at trying to keep the trailer under wraps, they admitted that the trailer has been leaked, so please watch the real thing on YouTube. It was supposed to be revealed on Tuesday, December 5th, so tomorrow, at least at the time of filming. And on a side note here, Grand Theft Auto 6 is releasing in 2025, and there was no mention of PC. PlayStation and Xbox were mentioned. Next up, we're talking about one of my favorite ROM hacks of pretty much every single year, and that's the updated rosters for NHL 94. They just released NHL 94 updated for the 2024 regular season. It's on romhacking.net, and I'll drop a link to it in the description below. What's amazing about this ROM hack is it's not simple name changes for the players. 800 players obsessively rated, up-to-date rosters and realistic lines based on even more extensive 2020 to 2024 regular season data. Logos, colors, uniform, arenas, names, everything up to date for the 2024 season. New puck design and animation, redesigned graphic overlays. There has been a ton done to this ROM hack. To be honest with you, I'm not quite sure on how many of my viewers actually like hockey, but at the same time here, I'm a massive hockey fan. And I enjoy playing these up-to-date ROM hacks over a brand new NHL release. Next up here, we're quickly talking about a brand new game on Android. If you've got a Netflix subscription, Death's Door is now available. This game has a very positive review score on Steam. It's currently 60% off on Steam, and on Android, I believe it's free provided you've got Netflix. And last up here, we're talking about Nintendo Switch emulation on PC with Ryujinx, and Ryujinx just got a brand new update. So as of version 1.1.1098, Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak is now playable using Vulkan on NVIDIA, AMD, and Intel graphics cards. Apple Silicon GPUs and OpenGL still won't be able to run any updates newer than 3.9.1 for this game. But anyways, that is all I've got for you in this one. Straight to the point, all stuff and no fluff. We talked about a bunch today. Let me know your thoughts about absolutely any of it in the comments below. If you liked this video, leave a like. If you didn't like this video, leave a like. Hit that subscribe button, check out my other videos. Don't tempt fate, save your state.